don't know, and I'm going to take the fine. Because the refs did not give us no calls tonight. We had to play through every bump, every grab. I don't know how we won tonight.
There's contact. Was it marginal or was it illegal?
Welcome back, folks, listeners, fam, friends, everyone. To say the mood, okay, this is a roller coaster ride.
Wait. What episode are we?
We're on episode 12.
Yeah,
episode 12, Marginal Contact.
He was
Thank
so
you.
ready.
I'm so excited. So 2 episodes ago, episode 10, when we came at you, the Wolves were up 2-0 on the Nuggets. Then episode 11, a bit more somber, a bit more worried. Wolves basically, we filmed it right before Game 5. Wolves basically had gone down 3-2. Mm-hmm. Then there's today. Game 6, back at Target Center. Party atmosphere while we're beating the Nuggets' ass by 50 for most of the game.
Wow,
Win,
fucking that bitch.
Yep. Win by 45. We basically considered that media coverage credentials with now that we have our podcast that's growing as fast as Ant's resume in the playoffs. Then there was last night. Game 7 on the road in Denver against the defending champs. Win or go home. Start out rough. Real rough.
Down 20 in the first half.
Down to the point where I give up at halftime, down by 15.
Down by 15 at halftime.
And shame on me. I take full responsibility, full blame for bowing out early. I watched the whole game. Don't get me wrong. I didn't quit watching, but I had given up. I thought the season was over.
I did too. I'm not going to lie.
I was going to say, great run, young team, we'll be back, but it's Denver, it's Jokic. Jamal Murray couldn't miss the first half. Like 6 minutes into the first quarter till halftime, he couldn't miss.
Dropped 24 first half.
And then
25 the first half.
And Ant couldn't hit anything in the first half. I mean, even most of the game.
He was getting double teamed.
Triple teamed.
The whole game.
He went 6 for 24. But you know what? My biggest concern going into Game 7 was Towns' mindset, trying not to do too much, staying within himself, because I thought if he tried to play hero ball and go old school cat, that we were screwed. But him and Jaden McDaniels, dude, kept us in the game, and then the defense in the third quarter and the whole second half was insane. Lived up to that number 1 in the league reputation, and then the shots started falling. Went on, what was it, a 28-9 run?
28-9 run in the third quarter.
54-24 run overall.
In the second half.
And damn, that comeback. Biggest comeback in Game 7 in NBA history, if I'm not mistaken.
Mike Conley got his first Game 7 dub.
Rudy hitting fadeaway jumpers in Jokic's face.
Oh, my God.
I'm going to get a poster of that. I'm going to blow it up. I'm going to frame it. I'm going to put it on my wall.
Yeah, yesterday was something to live for. I told you episode 10.
Yeah.
I told you we was going to lose Game 5 and we were going to win Game 6 and 7. I said this.
You did. I remember that. You did say that.
I already know about the Timberwolves. Don't ask me how I know. I just know.
And you know what? Denver is really, really good still.
Really, really good.
The fact that we beat them shows how good we are.
Well, their others couldn't do shit.
Their bench, you know how many points their bench had yesterday?
6? 5?
Five.
Like
5 points from their bench. Christian Braun, someone needs to punch that little twit in the fucking dorky face of his. And Reggie Jackson, we kept him in check. So
Michael Porter Jr. didn't do shit.
He had a horrible, not just game, a horrible series.
Well, Murray did too. Yesterday was his first game over 20 points.
Yeah, but there were still moments in like Game 4 here where he was hitting like that half-court shot, and then he had a couple big threes falling away when we were trying to make a run. But Porter Jr., for as great as he was in round 1, I mean, he torched the Lakers, was borderline invisible this entire series.
They kept everybody in check last night.
Which I think speaks more to how good our defense is than to have – I mean, granted, yeah, he did not play well, but I think the Wolves just frustrated him and wore him down. I mean, by the end,
didn't do shit yesterday.
No. Well,
and we needed that. We needed him to keep him in check.
He played so far out of his mind here in games 3 and 4 that he was going to come back down to earth. Like, there's no way. And I like Aaron Gordon, great player, perfect fit to play with Jokic in Denver. Nothing against him personally. Just didn't want him to do good since we were playing the Nuggets, obviously. But he played so good games 3. He looked like a top 5 player in the league. He played so good.
27 on us, missing one shot.
Yeah, 11 for 12. It went 10 for 10 to start the game. Went 11 for 12.
Insane.
Like, that is not normal.
No, it's not.
Unless they're all dunks. But he was hitting threes left and right.
Hit 3 threes.
At least
And
that many.
it was fadeaway 3. One of them was a fadeaway 3. I'm like, oh yeah. You know when the others are hitting motherfucking shots like that, you know the game's over. Like when Rudy hit that fadeaway on Jokic, I knew the game was over. Even though we went up by 4.
I think we were.
We went up by 2. We was already up by 2.
Yeah, so that was up by 4 after that.
Yeah.
How funny was Josh Minot's reaction on the bench, dude? His face spoke for all of us. That's for sure.
That was everybody though. Like nobody expected that. First of all, you had Rudy come down the lane on the end one that they didn't call on Gordon contesting that shot. Hit that somehow. His form, the way he shoots, everything is like
it scares.
It's crazy.
As great as he is, sometimes his offense is scary. Scary to watch.
But when he's hitting free throws,
and I bet he was 6 for 8 on free throws yesterday.
He scored 15, 16 points for us. We had 5 people in double digits. We had an overall good game last night, and Rudy did his shit.
And he fouled out on a couple bullshit calls. Yeah. Bullshit.
The last
trying to get the Nuggets back into it, almost garbage ass calls.
Fact. Well, you know who the refs were.
Scott Foster. Although he did stay out of the way for most of the game. I'll give him that. It was for all the games that I've watched, especially this year when I've noticed him more than before. It was the least Scott Foster game ever.
Facts. That's big facts.
Which is a compliment, Scott Foster. Do it more often. No one is going to these games to see you, bro.
So I followed the Timberwolves page on Facebook, and when they announced Scott Foster was our official,
I think we all had the same reaction.
No! Well, good season, Timberwolves. You know, y'all did y'all shit. Y'all.
But you know what? Their record with that crew is actually really good. They only lost once with that crew in the regular season, which was the Cleveland game where Rudy did the money sign.
We lost one time in the playoffs with that.
Game 4 tier versus Denver.
Yeah.
So you know what? The Wolves are good at just playing their game, doing their thing, and not letting the refs get in their way.
When they're not crying, when they're not foul hunting, when they're not begging the refs for calls, Cat been doing that. He's been playing real well, not doing that shit these past few games for us.
So the fact that we're moving on for the first time and dude, how the stars aligned so hard yesterday. 20 years to the day.
No Diddy.
Of game. Gross. Fuck you, Diddy. Game 7, 20 years to the day when we beat the Kings in the West semis.
On KG birthday.
And Garnett's birthday. That was a sign from above that this season ain't over yet.
It ain't over.
We're halfway. We're 8 wins in. We got 8 wins to go. Dude, I'm not going to get ahead of myself. You know what? No, I'm not even going to talk about the parade. Not yet. But speaking of how the Wolves are still going on, now we got to play. Wait. Before I get to that, here's a hint of who we played. Do you hear anything? Do you hear any dipshits in Oklahoma City barking? Go home.
I knew he was going to
Oklahoma
be so
City,
happy
you're
about
such
that.
a bunch of cringeworthy pieces of trash. You know what I call the Thunder fan base? Simple Jacks.
Oh, my God.
Because they are all as smart as Ben Stiller's Simple Jack from Tropic Thunder. Bunch of inbred dumbasses who think shit that 10-year-olds with a brain wouldn't think was funny.
I think Brandon is about as happy as them losing as the Timberwolves win.
It's close. It's close. Chet, take your wannabe ass home. SGA, could you think of a better form of karma than the biggest foul hunting, unwatchable player in the league end their season because he fouled someone on a 3? And anyone who says there wasn't a foul,
they challenged that.
He hit the ball first, yes. The ball never came loose, and then he
Smacked his
grabbed
elbow.
their whole arm. So anyone who didn't think that fell, you're an idiot, and you clearly don't know basketball.
Yeah, that was a foul
And
for sure.
I love everyone who views this show, but some of you, from the comments I'm seeing already, that's how you know we're getting good, is people are leaving comments that aren't all positive, that disagree with us. And Thunder fans, you're all stupid.
What comments would they leave?
Well, that's okay. You need good and bad to make this grow.
I mean,
don't take
this
it.
one
Don't take
thing
it
I could
personally.
agree with them on.
What?
Never mind. There's not nothing I can agree with them on.
Yeah. So Thunder, the fraud ass number 1 seed, the fraud ass I've been saying are frauds all season long. Go home. Go home. Be like, we're young. We'll be back. No, you won't. You're gonna take. You know what? You know who they remind me of this year? The Kings from last year.
Yeah, the Kings
Caught everybody
But the
off
Kings were a
guard.
good team though.
No, they weren't.
You hate the Kings too.
Caught everyone off guard, surprised everyone, and by the time people took them serious, they were. I think they finished with a 3 seed last year,
They did finish with a 3
and
seed
didn't
last
even make the playoffs this year. Lost in the play-in tournament. The Thunder caught everyone off guard, young, up and coming, supposedly, by some weird tiebreaker the last day of the season, get the 1 seed. Next year, you're not catching anyone by surprise. You're going to get everyone's best shot.
Your best shot for
And
sure.
I guarantee you this. You can go back in 10 months from now and check this. The Thunder will be a play-in team next year. Not a playoff
they're
team.
not going to be playing. I think they.
You're telling me Scarecrow Chet's going to stay healthy
First of all,
and play
if
82
we're talking about
games?
next year, the West is going to look different next
Well,
year.
I don't want to talk. No, we don't have to talk about next year.
Okay,
yet.
well, let's not.
So the
talk about
point of me ripping the Oklahoma City Thunder is because the team that knocked them out, the Dallas Mavericks, is who the Wolves play next. So
it. You got to think of our road. We had the hardest road in the playoffs this year for
the
sure.
Mavericks got to play the Clippers with no
No
Kawhi.
You got
And Harden and Paul George, who do what they do every playoffs and vanish.
yeah, their minds already in the
And then they got to play what I just said, the fraud young Thunder.
Yeah.
So now you're going to play a team who
play some fucking dogs.
who can lock up
real.
Luka, who can lock up Kyrie.
And they make
Ant
the
and
others
Jaden
win.
are coming for those guards.
Facts.
Can't wait.
It's going to definitely be the battle of the guards this series. It was the battle of the big man against Denver.
Yeah, that's true.
It's going to be the battle of the guards this series.
That's a good way to put it. The narrative completely changes. So, I mean, the Mavericks did get a lot better by the trade deadline, which everyone knows.
Not offensively, though.
No,
No, they
but that
got
was
better
never their
defense.
problem.
No,
that was never their problem. Defensively, with P.J. Washington and Gafford, that's a whole nother lineup. And you know what? I know he's streaky, but Hardaway Jr. can get hot and get going. But you got to. I mean,
I don't know. Our game plan is going to be different. I think we win this series in 4. I mean, in 6. I said it 4. Whew.
we're not. I doubt we'll sweep them. I say.
I mean,
My most optimistic view is Wolves in 5.
you were more nervous for the Phoenix series than any other series you played so far.
No, I mean Phoenix and Denver both. And I don't like. Okay, I said I'm not getting overconfident, but Phoenix and Denver both scare me more than Dallas does.
Exactly.
But at the same time,
We don't have to worry about a big man on their team scoring.
Kyrie's. I don't know about that. Kyrie's got a ring.
Who you got to worry about on their team scoring?
PJ Washington can score.
He's not a big
Daniel
man.
Gafford can
And then
score.
if you put Towns on PJ Washington, he's not getting his average.
How much is the perception of Towns?
Gafford cannot create his own bucket.
No, he can't. But how much has the perception of Towns' defense changed in the
A
last
whole bunch.
month?
The last 2 games, he did a great job on Jokic. Even though Jokic dropped in his 30s, his shooting percentages. Well, he went. This game, he went what?
I mean,
I think he was
missed,
like 12 for 28 this game.
and he made a couple at the end, but Jokic last night was 0 for 7 from 3 for his first 7 attempts.
For 7 attempts, he went 2 for 9 from 3.
Yeah, he made his last 2, but he was 0 for 7. I mean, that was huge because, I mean,
The game before that, he was on the sideline with 8 minutes left in the 4th quarter.
yeah, because we're up by 50.
So, Cat coming around. You know why Cat coming around, though.
Ant-Man
Ant-Man.
in his
He got
ear,
that- he got
giving him
that.
that confidence, giving him that support, keeping him going.
Ant talking enough shit for the whole team where
It's so great.
he doesn't have nobody else on the team had to talk shit.
How about Jaden trying to do the bounce off the court dunk with
Oh my
a second
God,
left?
I know
That was
that.
so funny. So funny. The Ant waving to the crowd and calling that old man in the front row a bitch. This team is special.
It's special.
Dude, A-Rod going nuts last night. Him and Ann even have their own handshake.
Yeah, bro.
I'm assuming
it's a new look over here in
I'm
Minnesota.
assuming him and Glenn Taylor don't have a handshake.
I'm assuming that
Glenn
nobody
Taylor-
on the team has a handshake with Glenn Taylor.
Yeah, Glenn Taylor probably couldn't even shake someone's hand. He's such an old, decrepit loser. Yeah, it's just God.
Yeah,
Thank God for this on the court brilliance to take away from the off the court
coaching
garbage.
No, I'm gonna give it up for the coaches yesterday and the halftime adjustment that they made from Ant being double teamed and how fast he's getting the ball out of his hands in the first half and how fast he got the ball out of his hands in the second half.
And Conley stepped up huge in the second half between getting it out of Ant's hands quicker
Facts.
and making some huge threes.
Facts.
Because, I mean, the first half there was like a lid on the rim again. Then the second, there was a couple with like a second left on the shot clock that Conley drilled.
In order to get your offense going, your defense has to be going, and that's what the fuck they did.
When their defense is, when they're rotating and they're moving like that and they're clicking on all cylinders and their
Playing the
confidence
transition,
is sky high, the offense just follows suit.
Oh my God.
It's crazy. It's crazy. So, yeah, it'll be an interesting series. Game 1 here on Wednesday.
That's a dub.
All right, let's calm down.
Nah, I'm calm.
We're
That's a dub.
oh, excuse me.
I'm more sure about this series than I was about the Phoenix series.
And you were pretty confident going into the Phoenix series. Yeah, I remember. You're the one who would have talked me off the ledge, like I said before. All right, so okay, if we're both right, then the Wolves will be in the NBA Finals, which are words I never thought I would ever speak.
Shit, I thought I would see in this lifetime, but
So if we're right, who do they play? Because the Celtics have been off for what
Boston. They play the guys from Boston.
it seems they've been off. They beat Cleveland in 5. It seems like they've been off for a month.
Actually, I'm not gonna count Indiana out. They put up 130 yesterday.
Yeah, but the Knicks didn't have
I'm in against the second
the
string.
MASH unit because Tibbs coaching does what Tibbs coaching does, runs dudes into the ground. So Anunoby and Josh Hart tried to play, but could clearly tell that they were not good to go. I give them props for trying to go in a Game 7 in the playoffs. Like, all the respect for that, but you could see, especially Anunoby, he
was in
could
there for 3 minutes.
He could barely run. And then Jalen Brunson breaks his hand.
Yeah.
And as soon as that happens, like you could even see they showed one of the assistant coaches just basically put his
Bro, their whole
head in his
starting
hand.
five. Basically, their starting five was injured.
Yeah. I mean, I'm telling you, like Tibbs, he might be a really good coach. He is actually probably a really good
Great coach. He just
But man, like you can't, like even the games that before what happened with Brunson, even the ones, a couple that they won in this second round, he looked like he had concrete in his shoes. He was so like his
tired,
feet were
bro.
dragging. He was so tired. It's not.
Doesn't his dad coach with the Knicks?
Is he an assistant? He used to be an assistant here.
I think his dad's an assistant with the Knicks right now. You got when you go talk to Tibbs. If I was his pop, I would, hey Tibbs, bro.
Well, they need to add that should be the Knicks' #1 offseason priority is get like
Second-string
a
point
reliable backup point guard. And like, what do you do with? I mean, what do you do with Julius Randle? He's got 2 years left on his deal. You just bring him back, or do you try to trade him and get
Bring
some?
him back because he's a good asset for them.
Yeah, but I mean, they made it.
He's not going to play as much as he's not going to. With Anunoby on the team,
Yeah, well,
still got Robinson.
Ananobi's a free agent.
is he this year?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I mean, I think
Anunoby, bring your ass. What Ant say? Bring your ass. We need him.
that post game interview is so great. Just, dude, you see that someone after that interview for Bring Your Ass, when Barkley said that, the official state tourism site for Minnesota is now bringyouраss.com.
Bringyouраss.com.
Like, Ant is a legend, dude.
Oh my God.
Less than 24 hours, and that's a website. That's crazy. There's Bring Your Ass T-shirts on Soda Stick. We're probably gonna have to get a couple. I saw someone yesterday wearing an Ant shirt doing the DX Suck It chop.
I seen that shit yesterday.
Hilarious.
Too. Yeah. I get all these
Icon.
shirts, man.
Icon already. Yeah, I got to start making some.
He's only 22, bro.
Dude, it's crazy. Crazy.
22.
Wise beyond his years.
Facts.
Leadership that 1% of mankind possesses. Anthony Edwards is He is that personality and that type of talent that will break the so-called, and I'm using air quotes here to those listening on Buzzsprout, not watching on YouTube, the Minnesota sports curse.
Oh, my God.
Anthony Edwards is breaking it, has broken it already with what he's done, and will continue to break it and bring this team a championship.
Bring his team a championship.
Maybe multiple championships now. That I'm getting cocky. Multiple championships.
If he stays here for the duration of his whole
He ain't
career,
leaving.
I definitely think
He
he
ain't
give us
leaving.
more
One
than
of my favorite quotes, he goes, New York and LA are cool, but they're not as cool as Minnesota. He loves it here. He loves it here, yeah. I mean, that's a whole nother
traffic. Oh my
that's
God.
a whole nother conversation and a whole political thing we don't need to get into.
I'm hurt.
But yeah, Ant, we love you. Love you and can't freaking wait for Wednesday game 1. West Finals. Let's go. So yeah, and East Finals. We're assuming it's going to be Wolves Boston in the finals. I think that's what that's what Vegas is assuming.
You think Boston sweeps?
No. Yeah, I give the Pacers for sure 1, maybe 2.
Cleveland took one on Boston's crib.
And Porzingis is out the first 2 games for sure.
3 games.
3 games now. Okay. Then yeah, Pacers definitely are not getting
Who's
swept.
that big man over there?
Miles Turner.
I'm talking about Boston.
Al Horford.
They don't have anybody else?
No, I mean they're small without Porzingis.
Fuck.
And
Indy's a big team. They got Pascal.
Yeah. I mean, and Turner's a big that can shoot. He can stretch
the floor.
So that opens things up for Halliburton. And dude,
when Halliburton's hitting, it's tough to guard him.
Did you see what he was wearing after the game yesterday?
Nah.
No?
I seen their post conference. I didn't pay attention. I seen their little post game interview.
Their post game press conference. He went up to the podium wearing a sweatshirt with Reggie Miller doing the choke sign.
Really?
To Spike Lee. That's nasty.
That's crazy.
It's awesome.
They're looking like the NWA on the fucking stage. Pascal.
What's it? Oh, no, wait. I'm thinking of NWO. I was going to do NWO 4 live. Not
NWA.
My bad. NWO is way cooler, though.
You're stupid.
NWO changed the world.
NWA changed the fucking world. Do you know who they are?
Yes.
Name one person on
Eazy-E, okay. Ice Cube, Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg.
No.
Who's the 4th?
It wasn't like really a 4th. They had DJ Yellow, which he was a DJ part 4. Like he was like Dr. Dre's backup DJ with him, but
there wasn't a 4th rapper.
Ice Cube, Dr. Dre,
Eazy-E. There's one more.
Had DJ Yellow.
So I know as much as you do.
No. Hold on. You got Ren. Ren was another rapper.
Flavor Flav.
Bitch, what?
I'm just kidding. That's Public Enemy. I know that. I'm just trying to piss you off.
No, NWA is one of they're icons, bro. They're better than NWA, but we're not going to talk about that, I guess.
I mean, if NWA got a movie, then the NWO should definitely get a movie.
So, oh my God, B.
I mean,
you don't know nothing about music. Your favorite rapper is MGK. Favorite artist, because he's not a rapper.
Thank you. He's multiple things. He is a great rapper, and he's awesome.
Not a great rapper.
Punk rock. He bitched Eminem with that Rap Devil diss
Eminem
track.
beat him.
No, Eminem sucks. Here's not a hot take. I don't understand why Eminem's held in this regard. The most overrated musician of all time is Marshall Mathers.
He's not.
Yeah, he is.
No, he's not.
He's not good.
He is.
The most overplayed, overrated song of all time is Lose Yourself. 8 Mile is a garbage movie. It's terrible.
8 Mile's
garbage.
Bomb-ass movie.
The only reason 8 Mile is good is because of Brittany Murphy.
For a 12-year-old kid that...
Brittany Murphy. Only reason to watch that movie. And we're not going to go into details why, because this is a family-friendly show. Not really. But I hate 8 Mile.
I love 8 Mile.
I hate Eminem. He's not good.
I hate 8 Mile when you go to Detroit, but...
You been there? The 8 Mile?
Yeah.
Jesus. Oh, my. No way.
I've been around Detroit. The best thing in Detroit is the dispensaries.
Their pizza's pretty good. I'll give them that.
Yeah, their pizza is pretty good. Pizza's pretty decent. They steal from you in their hotels, but I guess we're not there.
I don't know. I've heard downtown Detroit, though, has come back big time.
It's looking nice down there.
And
Looking nice down there.
they got that sick MGM Grand.
I'm taking a trip down there this summer. You want to come?
Yeah, dude, we should plan it around. I mean, even though the Twins are trash, when they play the Tigers,
Was that like in July?
I mean, they're in the same division, so they play each other a lot. So
lot, yeah.
there's probably a few options. Otherwise, we could look at when the Packers play the Lions up there.
Fuck the Lions. Fuck the Packers. I don't want to watch neither one of them play. Especially not each other.
That's true. I mean, I forgot you don't know what good football is.
I know what great football is.
No, how?
How?
How? You're a Vikings fan.
I'm a Vikings fan.
So you don't
I'm
know.
a football fan as well.
So you don't
I know
want
what
to go
great
watch
football is.
the next up-and-coming third straight Hall of Fame quarterback for the Packers, Jordan
No,
Love?
fuck the Packers. He's not going to be a Hall of Fame quarterback for them.
Says the guy whose team just
He's
drafted
gonna be the next
J.J.
Dante
McCarthy. So, yeah, the schedule did come out for the NFL. A few notable things for your Vikings. Your home opener is against the defending NFC champions.
I'm so scared right now.
I mean, you beat them last year here.
Our home opener against San Francisco.
You know who? You know what? That's actually kind of sort of because I'm assuming McCarthy sits for at least the first. I would sit him the whole year, but
I would sit him the whole year.
So if that's the case, if
Especially
Sam
JJ.
Darnold is your starter, then that's kind of a revenge game for Sam Darnold because he was their backup
Their backup.
last year. The biggest gripe I have with the NFL schedule, as someone who would take a bullet for the greatest football player and one of the greatest humans to ever live, Aaron Rodgers. When I saw that the Jets were going to be at the Vikings, I was so excited after he got hurt last year and that travesty that I was going to get to be able to see him because the last time I saw him here is the game where Anthony Barr cheap shotted him and broke his collarbone.
Aaron Rodgers on his presidency tour. He's not playing this year.
Shut up. Yes, he is.
His mind's not going to be nowhere in the football.
Anyway, so it still technically counts as a Vikings home game, but that's the London game. And I'm not going to London.
Let's go to London, B.
I'm not going to London. I like straight
Let's go
tea.
get some tea.
No. No, I'm good on going to the UK.
Nah, I don't want to go out there either.
If WrestleMania is ever in London, we'll talk.
You have fun.
We'll talk. But no, so I thought the Jets were going to be right down the street from us at US Bank Stadium. Nope. Going to be in Wembley or whatever that place is called over there. So
Taking the L.
So yeah, don't love that. The Packers.
And that's like an 8 o'clock in the morning game.
Yeah, well, here, not over there.
No, I'm saying yes, I'm here though.
Yeah.
I'm fucking sleep early on Sunday.
And then the Packers' first game is against the Eagles, and that's in Brazil. And that's on
What?
Yeah.
This is a Brazil game this year?
Brazil as a country. I'm just going to tell you, you done screwed up by letting Eagles fans into your country. Because you're about to see what Philly people are like, and it is not a good thing. It is not good at all. Packers fans will be nice.
I hate Philly's fan base.
I hate everything about Philly. I've been there 3 times. The city gets worse every time. I mean, this is how bad I think of Philadelphia at this point. WrestleMania was there this past April. This most recent WrestleMania was in Philly. I hate that city so much. I didn't even look at tickets one time. Even with The Rock back, I didn't look at tickets because I'm like,
tough.
I'm not going to Philadelphia.
I hate
this
Philly.
place is trash.
Yeah, Philly is horrible.
Trash on trash on trash.
Their people, everything about Philly sucks.
It really does. It really does.
Except for the sandwiches.
Yeah, but you can get that.
Anywhere in the country.
I'm not going to Philly to eat a Philly. The only good thing about Philly is the show Always Sunny in Philly, the greatest show of all time. But everything else about it sucks.
It's not the greatest show of all time.
Man,
Power is the greatest show of all time.
I've never seen it. My buddy Ben loves it, vouches for it, and I've heard good things about it.
Oh,
but
yeah. Power is the shit.
all right. Let's rank. Give me your, because you know what? Back on that other show that we don't reference anymore, but for a couple weeks we would do like a TV recommendation for people to watch because sometimes you need a new show to start,
Facts.
something to binge.
Facts. Okay.
Give me your top 3 shows
I've been watching.
that you could binge. Like they're not current shows that you could binge them and watch like start to finish something new.
Power.
Power one.
Powers. They got a whole book. It's Power book. So long.
Isn't there like 3 spinoffs of it now too?
Yeah.
You know how I can't take Power seriously, and this is no fault to the show, and I've never seen it, but just from the commercial. Isn't Turtle from Entourage in it?
That's like the first 2-3 seasons. But he's a shit, bro. He's a shit.
But he's one of those guys that
he plays a lawyer. He plays a crooked ass lawyer.
He's one of those guys I can never see as anyone but the role as Turtle from Entourage.
Well, hey, I like it.
And Entourage is a great show.
Dope.
And the movie was
funny.
Criminally underrated movie.
It's funny as fuck.
Jeremy Piven as Ari Gold is one of the greatest roles of all time.
I like any movie he plays in though. The dude that played Turtle, I don't know his name in real life, but the guy that played Turtle.
Because he's in Think Like a Man.
Yeah.
And
funny as hell in all his
Think
movies,
Like
all his shows.
Yeah, but in Think Like a Man, he dates Gabby Union. He in real life he could never pull Gabby Union.
I'm pretty sure he could. Take it from Dwayne Wade. Dwayne Wade's.
I was going to say if she accepts Dwayne Wade, her standards clearly aren't that high.
You feel me? Show number 2, Bridgerton.
What is that?
I don't know. Some shit my girl got me watching on Netflix. New seasons out this.
Yeah, I'm good.
And All American. Season 6 out of All American. I like All American.
All right. So I'm going from, if you want like psychological mystery thriller, drama, scary, Barry, one of the funniest shows ever, but also one of the most intense shows ever.
Barry.
Yeah.
I need to check this out.
Bill Hader, Henry Winkler. It's amazing. It was on HBO.
HBO.
Just last 4 seasons. Season 4 ended a few months ago. Just ended. And then, I mean, you can't go against Curb Your Enthusiasm. Anything Larry David wise, dude. Like, epic.
Man.
Then that just ended. I mean, that show was different. Like,
you see the difference between the shows that we watch?
No. No. I don't know what you're talking about.
I got those Shy in there too. Season 6 of Shy.
I thought you were going to say The Wire.
Fuck. Everybody done seen The Wire. You don't need to binge watch that. Everybody done seen that.
I've never seen a single episode
of The Wire.
Mm-hmm. I swear to God. I didn't have HBO when it was
if you
on.
had a black card, I would take that shit.
I didn't have HBO when it was on. All right, fine. I'll watch The Wire.
Watch The Wire. You're gonna love it.
I'm sure I will.
You're gonna feel like a gangster. You're gonna try to do something.
Okay, let me balance it out. I've also never watched The Sopranos.
I never watched The Sopranos either.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't even know what the fuck
I didn't have HBO when both of those. I feel like they were on kind of the same time.
Okay,
I didn't have HBO when those were on.
I can't knock you because I never watched motherfucking Walking Dead nor Game of Thrones. So,
well, I watched the first 6 episodes of Game of Thrones. It sucks. It sucks.
According to America, they love it.
Yeah, well, most of America's stupid. You know that.
Yeah.
Well, that's probably not the best way to get listeners. But
not
Walking Dead. Game of Thrones. I'm just not into the medieval dragon sword fighting. Like I don't like Lord of the Rings.
I love Lord of the Rings.
Are you serious?
Love Lord of the Rings.
God, you and my brother should talk.
I love Lord of the Rings, Harry Potter, Hobbit, all that shit.
Hobbit and Lord of the Rings are basically the same thing.
Yeah.
Both suck.
They both dope as fuck.
I don't hate on Harry Potter. I read the first 5 books.
I didn't read one book.
And
watched all the movies.
I've seen all the movies except the Deathly Hallows, which I heard is the most important one.
The most important one to watch. Like, what is this guy? Oh my God.
But I have seen every movie that John Cena's been in. I just watched Vacation Friends 2. Funnier than Vacation Friends 1. Ricky Stenicki, great movie. Great movie. I went to the theater to see The Tooth Fairy because of The Rock. Regret that one. I'm not going to lie. That was bad.
Oh, my God.
Hey, I'm loyal to my boys. What do you want from me?
But you hate Fast and the Furious. Hobbs and
Shaw. Whoa. No, I hate Fast and Furious 1, 2, 3, and 4. Once Fast and Furious 5 comes, then they're awesome. Then they're awesome. I'm not, but Fast 5 is far and away the best movie in the entire series.
Fast 5 and number 7. Like,
I don't like 7's too sad at the end because that's when Paul Walker dies.
Yeah, but they're both like the best.
I thought Hobbs and Shaw was pretty good.
Hobbs and Shaw is dope.
And Idris Elba as the bad guy with gets the robot spine was badass.
Yeah.
Yo, you know what The Rock's best movie is? Like, not even kidding. And I feel like,
Walking Tall.
no, that's a good one. Pain and Gain.
Pain and Gain. It's a true story. That's
Yeah,
probably
that's
a good movie.
great. And I like when I saw the movie, and I knew it was a true story, but some people it's based on a true story, so like the main thing's true, but then they like completely
Throw other
twist
shit in
it.
there. Yeah.
That movie
Everything is true.
That's wild, crazy that those guys were that dumb and had all that shit, and then got busted for being even dumber.
Yeah. Like you put me in that position.
Just blew through that money in like what, a couple months,
You put me in that position.
something like
I don't
that.
know how much-
But if anyone has not seen Pain and Gain,
go check it out.
not only The Rock, Wahlberg, Anthony Mackie, Tony Shalhoub, Rob Corddry.
Anthony Mackie, he's one of the most underrated actors too.
That's a you know what? I might watch that again tonight. That's a great movie. That's a great movie.
Anybody? Did you watch Twisted Metal with him in it?
No, I haven't watched
You
that.
need to
yet.
watch that too.
No, he's good. I like him a lot.
Yeah, I like Anthony Mackie.
Anyway, got a little bit off track, but that's all right because you know what? This is a good thing. There's less basketball to talk about, but we're still talking about our boys.
Facts. When we talk about them all the way till June.
You know what's crazy is I didn't notice this until a week or so ago. So much of my Wolves like clothing is like winter wear. I don't know what to wear when the weather. It's 85 degrees
All
out.
the shirts they give you.
Yeah.
During the game.
Like I'm struggling to find stuff to wear because I'm like, wait, it's too hot for me to wear my big sweatshirt or my jacket.
See, if you pull a me, you would just stand up when they throw T-shirts during the game.
No, I'm better than that. I'm better than that.
Not me. Give me all the free fucking shirts.
No, because those shirts are 3XL.
Sometimes
If
they
my
do be
brother
big as
Alton
fuck.
was in the crowd, he could fit into that because he's fat. But
I don't know you, dog. I have nothing against fat people, you know. Keep the
I
world
don't
going.
either. I'm just saying, those shirts, I would wear it like as a. No, I'm not ever standing up.
He
for
wear it
those
as a
shirts.
nightgown.
Yeah, exactly.
With
Like,
his T-shirt, his
comes down to my
panties on.
knees, and like that's what they throw out, and like that's why I think it's funny when like, and I get it, like little kids get excited because it's a free
free
T-shirt.
T-shirt,
But
yeah.
I'm like, I see that kid, I'm like, that's gonna be your like bedtime shirt, bro.
Give it to your girl. All them shirts I be catching at the game, I give it to my girl. Like, here goes a big ass shirt for you to wear to bed. You know?
So we covered the Wolves making, let's say it again, the Western,
Western
Conference
Conference
Finals.
Playing against
God,
Dallas
it feels so
Mavericks.
good. I'm gonna
Game one
I'm just gonna
Wednesday.
say
What time is that game on
the
Wednesday?
Timberwolves in the Western Conference Finals. Timberwolves in the Western Conference Finals. God, it's never gonna get old.
Never.
You think I'm obnoxious now? Wait till they make the NBA Finals.
Oh my God.
Game 1 is 8:30 Eastern, 7:30 Central. Go time zone by time zone. You can do the math.
Tip off probably like 7:35, 7:37.
And we were in the building for Game 6 of the Nuggets series, and that place was shaking.
I'm telling you, my
It
ears
was
were
so
ringing when I
loud
got home
for like
still from
2
that.
straight days.
Bro.
I still think I lost hearing, and I don't care. It was worth it. I can only imagine. I know we've said this before. I know how much he hates Glenn Taylor, but KG has to make an appearance.
He said he make an appearance sitting next to A-Rod. KG, we're begging you.
Please.
We're begging you. We're going
And
to tag you
Triple
into this
H.
when we upload it. We
Triple H, we need the DX Are You Ready intro for round 3, Western Conference Finals, Game 1. We need you, Triple
That'd
H.
be epic for both of y'all to come, but KG, we need you in the building. This ain't happened since
You,
20 years ago, bro.
You, literally
Right.
you, 20 years on the dot. You.
So we need that. We need that. Kobe not playing this time.
Shaq.
Shaq not playing this time.
I still think if Sam Cassell didn't get hurt, that Wolves would have had a chance in that series.
We would have. We would have. We would have won 7. We would have won. We would have lost 4-2.
But we listen to your podcast with you and Paul Pierce. We know how much you love the Wolves still. We know how much you love Ant.
Facts.
Don't let one
facts.
old gremlin Muppet creature ruin you
Probably
from
gonna be
coming
gone
back
in the
to
next few
enjoy it.
years. You know, he's old, wrinkled.
Yeah, he probably wouldn't even. He's so senile and dumb. He probably wouldn't even realize it was you.
I don't even remember what happened between y'all.
You know what's going to be funny? The first Luka in the NBA to make the NBA Finals is going to be Luka Garza.
Oh my God, this is Luka. This is Luka's second time in the Western Conference Finals, right?
Second time in 3 years. Didn't they make it in the bubble though? which I don't count because the
Did they
bubble.
make it in the bubble?
I don't know. The bubble is such a joke. Who cares? You know, we're not talking about the bubble.
No,
That
they
fake.
just beat Denver to go to the finals.
Did they?
Yeah, they beat
All right.
Denver
Well,
that year.
whatever. The bubble doesn't count. Mickey Mouse bullshit. Anyway, so second time in 3 years that the Mavs have made the West
Who
Finals.
they lose to that first time they went? Because who won that championship 2 years ago?
Nuggets last year, and before that it was the Warriors.
Okay.
So I saw a tweet today that was funny too. Like, it says we're real close to Jimmy Butler's worst nightmare. Wiggins got a championship already, and Cat's getting close.
Oh my God.
Could you imagine Butler would lose his mind?
He would be mad as hell. The way he exited Minnesota, though, I don't really care about Butler.
But you know what? Everything Butler was supposed to be, Anthony Edwards
Anthony
is,
Edwards
and
is.
that much more.
More definitely for sure.
God, we cannot stress this enough how much we love you here, Ant. Anyway.
Turned the city upside down. I'm not gonna.
Yes.
Everybody, man. Everybody. I got people, even girls that never said nothing on my social medias, talking about some fucking Timberwolves. Timberwolves fans coming out the woodwork now, bro.
You've made the state of hockey the state of basketball. Hockey is now a second-class citizen in this state. That is what it is.
Yeah, no, I don't think nobody really care about hockey right now.
Oh, it's so cool to see, like, every sports bar, every restaurant has, like, the Wolves flags. They got, like, the Crunch cardboard cutout. They got every place has the volume on for the game, and it's not just it's packed. It's not crowded. It's packed.
It's packed.
Packed.
Like,
To the
sometimes
gills.
nowhere to sit. You got to stand in the room eating your food.
It's made this entire experience that much better, that much cooler.
Worth it.
The atmosphere is insane. You got people on the street. I was walking to the so for those that don't know, my loft in the North Loop, there's a gas station within walking distance where if I need something quick, last minute I go grab it. I was wearing this T-shirt the other day, walking to the gas station to grab some milk.
Watch it.
Yeah.
After you took it.
Yes, I watched it.
No, you watched this shirt, guys.
So two people from here to that Holiday gas station in their cars rolled down their windows as they're driving past and yelled, "Nas Reed!"
Hey.
I'm like, yes,
Yeah, bro.
this is a phenomenon taking over.
That's who we didn't even mention Nas and how he played yesterday.
Oh my God, that putback dunk was so nasty, and he had that pass to Ant.
And that
When we
block
were-
on Jokic.
Yes, he played amazing
Played
defense.
amazing last night.
But that one where he was cutting down the middle, gets the ball, and then Ant's in the corner, kicks it out, and hits that three to put us up 10 with 3 minutes left, which
yeah.
basically not officially sealed the deal.
Took the air out the building.
But yes, everyone. That's when Ant was yelling at that dude in the front row after he made that. And the Nuggets called timeout.
I know exactly what he said. I'm a great lip reader.
We can't say that on.
I can't say that.
I know what he said too. You know what? The only person, and he's not even a player, who like kind of got exposed on the Nuggets as being a bitch, Mike Malone.
Jamal Murray, too.
Well, Jamal Murray, yes, but dude, Mike Malone's
He's
a little
sore ass loser.
He's a little prick.
He's a bitch. He is a
You
bitch.
want to
He's
talk
a,
about the Hobbit? He looks like a mean little Hobbit. And
He's a sore loser. He is a sore loser.
yeah, between his reaction on the court for calls and then what he was doing to reporters after the game last night, I'm like, dude, you know what? Everything was cool when you were winning the championship.
That's what it is.
You get a little adversity and you
Treat people the same.
little adversity and you completely melt down and turn
But
into
he showed his true colors this whole series.
Mike
What was that,
Ma-
game 2?
Yeah, when he was screaming and they didn't even tee him
They didn't
up.
do nothing.
But yeah, no, Mike Malone, I now think is a little prick.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're gonna end on that note that Mike Malone's a prick.
Like a little bitch.
Can't wait for Game 1 Wednesday. Can't wait to record the next one and talk about the next series.
Oh, my God.
Going to be star power galore between Ant, Luka, Kyrie, Kat, Rudy. I mean, it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun.
Both of these two series are going to be fun to watch.
Even
Boston and Indiana's
even
gonna
on the
be fun.
sidelines, we got for us. We're going to have on our side. We're going to have A-Rod,
Facts.
Mark Cuban. I guarantee you, he'll be
50
here.
Cent going to be there.
And you know what the coolest part is? We get the Inside the NBA TNT crew on site.
On site. Oh, my
Shaq,
God.
Barkley, Kenny Smith, Ernie Johnson are going to be here. If they're dumb enough to bring Draymond Green, I will find you.
I don't
Draymond.
think they're gonna be Draymond. I think every Minnesota Timberwolves fan hate Draymond Green. For
Everyone
the way
in,
he been
everyone
trolling
in
us
the
these past few
everyone in
months.
the NBA, even 85% of Warriors fans hate Draymond Green at this point.
Facts.
He's just a bitter troll who isn't good at his job anymore. Was never that good to begin with, just was put in the perfect situation of all situations.
I guarantee if Draymond was to leave the Warriors, KD would go back there without a fight.
Yeah, because KD goes and takes the easiest route, or what he thinks is going to be the easiest route ever.
Still one of the greatest.
I'm saying I think KD's going to be on the Heat next year. That's just me.
I think that too. I think he's going to be on the Heat or New York Knicks.
Okay, I could see that as an outside shot.
If Julius Randle's not there, they don't keep Julius Randle.
You'd have to trade Randall
Yeah.
in part of that package. Yeah. You know what? That's not a bad call. Actually, I could see that. I just can't see him wanting to play for Tibbs
Actually,
though.
it's going to be one of them star players.
He will be.
Booker or KD going to the Knicks.
Let's just say I don't think their Suns are trading Booker. Let's just say I think if you had to make a wager right now, KD will be in the Eastern Conference next
for
year.
sure.
Yeah.
He's definitely going to take that route. I'd definitely take that route if I was him.
Yeah, you think he wants to be in the same conference for the rest of his career winding down
going
as
to
Ant
Cleveland?
Edwards? No, not a chance.
If everybody stay in Cleveland?
No. You think he's going to go to the same place LeBron went? No. Hell no.
I don't know.
Hell no.
I don't know.
All right, let's wrap this
I
up.
don't know.
Episode 12, Marginal Contact. Like, subscribe on YouTube. The views go up every week. The subscribers go up every week. Yeah, share with everyone you know.
Share.
Leave comments, suggestions. We're open ears. Keep out for the reels. Follow us on Instagram, Marginal Contact Podcast.
You're going to see this ugly face in there.
We're growing. Our boy Jack Miller helping us every single week get a little bit bigger, a little bit better. And this thing's going to take off even more sooner than later. So for Mike Traxler.
Y'all see me? We can spark a blunt up or two together. Talk some politics about some sports.
That's
420 friendly over here.
all right. Well, that's all right. And there's one way to promote. All right. Marginal Contact from Mike Trax, Brandon Poon out.
Because the refs did not give us no calls tonight. We had to play through every bump, every grab. I don't know how we won tonight.
There's contact. Was it marginal or was it illegal?